Good morning, good afternoon, good day, wherever you are, whatever time it is. I hope you're doing amazing. So today I want to try something a little bit different. I haven't done this in a very long time, so I want to share with you guys why I love being spiritual because I absolutely, absolutely, absolutely love being spiritual. Even though when I woke up today, I was not in a very good mood. I was just thinking about how far I've come in my journey. And for those that don't know, I'm on 2 years. I'll be actually exactly 2 years in April of 2026. And before, I didn't know anything. I haven't been spiritual before April 2024. From that time until today, a lot has changed. I didn't have any negative notions towards spirituality specifically. However, I just felt like specific people are taking advantage of other people, right? And every single time I'd come across content and about specific people, I just didn't resonate because there's a lot of things that are shared on the internet, and some of it, um, I'm not here to tell you guys what to do and what not to do. However, I'm here to share information. So, as part of my calling, it is I need to teach about spirituality. I need to share what I know. I need to advise how people make it easier for you guys to get through your spiritual journey. So, here's a story about something that happened to me when I started my spiritual journey. Remember, I did say that I found out actually that I'm spiritual a couple of years before, but I was like, ah, this person is crazy. And then April of 2024, we finally went to see someone who actually unlocked a whole lot of things. And from that day on, I committed to this process, I committed to this journey, and I was like, you know what, I'm doing this spiritual journey no matter what it is. I don't know what's on the other side. I've lived a normal life. So now let's try something completely different, right? So that's when I started. So by June of the same year, remember I started praying intentionally with wanting to find out at the end of April. So May, June. By this time already, I've already been shown spiritual garments. I had already gotten a couple of clothes from my ancestors. One day I'm sleeping and the kids were not home at the time. I don't know, my ancestors, for some weird reason, they enjoyed communicating with me when my kids were not home. So I did take them to their grandma's house that day. I was by myself. I promise you, maybe around 6 in the morning, 5, 6 in the morning. It was like already light outside, but it wasn't, the sun has not come up at the time. I'm sleepy, but lightly so. I go into a trance in my sleep. I don't know what the correct word is, but there's like that state of half sleep, half awake type of vibe. I can still feel the breeze. I can hear what's happening outside, but I'm still in between sleep. I promise you, I'm in my room. I'm sleeping on the left side of the bed. I hear people coming to my room. A lot of people, like a lot. Most of them are male figures though. Um, they come and they stand next to my bed. The bed was next to the wall. Not very, like there was a small space between where I can walk between the wall and the bed, but they're all standing next to. Like you can hear, you know, when you can hear that there's people close to you. I can hear that energy next to me. And then I pause for a little bit in my sleep. But I'm not opening my eyes because I'm afraid as well to open my eyes because if I open them, I might see something that I'm not ready for because this is the first time, right? I don't know what's happening. And I ask while my eyes are closed, I'm like, "It's okay." For those that don't understand, that means should I wake up? And they're like, a male answered. A male, I think probably around 50, 60. I couldn't see his face, but I could see his stature, big man, you know. He's like, hey, re batla go ikhutsa. That means wake up, you want to rest. Yo! I was shaking, I got goosebumps immediately. I jumped off the bed. I made my bed. Immediately, I made my bed and I woke up and I stood up. I stood next to my door and I'm like, what just happened? I looked around me, there's no one. Yo, the feeling, it's like this coldness, this hotness at the same time. I was scared, I was shocked, I was amazed, I was all over the place. I was like really ecstatic. I'm like, what just happened? So in my mind I'm thinking, when they said wake up, we want to sleep, it means that it's time for them to rest. I didn't understand that then what it meant. Only now I understand what it means. I'll tell you now. So at that time, I thought that it meant that I need to wake up and pray, because it was around the times that I like to pray, especially when the kids were going to school. I'd wake up before them, pray, pasa, and then get them ready for school. Because they were not there, I was still a little bit lazy that day. I was going to wake up whatever time and pray and fast, because I was already praying and partying at the time. So I thought that was what it meant. I was like, ancestor sleep. How does that mean? What does that even mean? That was like then. First encounter, guys, you will know when you meet your ancestors. You don't need anyone else to tell you how, when, who. I didn't know who these people were. Only today I can tell you who they are. But that's for me to know, right? Even you, when your turn comes, when that time comes, they will come to you and they will tell you who they are. And for some of you guys, that's why it's very important. I'll make another video now. It's very important for you guys to do research about your lineages and your bloodlines. At that time, I didn't do research as well. Like, that's what I'm saying. It didn't make sense. And even when I consulted some of the people that I knew that were very advanced in this, they didn't understand what this means. But only now, because I'm advanced, I'm at a level that I help other people, and after going through my whole journey, that what it meant, it was they wanted me to awaken, which means whatever it is that they gave me, whatever gifts I have, good and bad, they were supposed to be awakened, which means they need to start working. And for me to awaken, it means that I need to start now going on my spiritual journey, understanding what is it that they wanted me to do, all the assignments and all that stuff, so that I can understand, so they can go and rest. My ancestors were not resting because they needed somebody to do the work that they either didn't do, or the work that they chose me to do. They needed me to wake up so that they can go and rest. And if I can tell you right now, after a year of that happening, one day, morning I wake up, they tell me go and sit by the sun, because I sun gaze a lot. I love sun gazing. I love sitting in the sun. So I went to sit in the sun during the day, 12 o'clock during the day. I don't know where they're like, get up, go and sit by the sun. I go there. I sit by the sun. For those that know, you watch my YouTube channel, you've seen that I've got my house green color, and then there's this like step little thing, I don't know what it's called, like a small little wall. So I was sitting there in front of the house, in front of the main door. I'm sitting there, and then they come to me. There's so many of them. So many, guys. Being spiritual is beautiful. You guys are missing out. I hope and I pray that most of you guys get to that part, because it's really amazing. And they like, we are leaving. Yeah. Last year, this was last year August. This now was a full year on after when they said wake up, we want to rest. They're like, we're leaving. And I'm like, why would you leave? Where are you going? They're like, no, it's time. We are done. Everything we needed from you is done. We are leaving. I cried. Imagine during the day, broad daylight, I'm crying. People are asking me, why are you crying? They don't understand. I can't even explain why I'm crying. I'm like, why are you leaving? But they said, no, don't stress. We'll always be there with you. It's just that we won't be commanding and asking you for things anymore. It's done. And I said, okay, I understand. Thank you so much for guiding me. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the protection. But please do continue to be with me all the time. They're like, thank you. And they left. I have not encountered any of my ancestors and spirit guides since that day. Guys, it's not supposed to be forever. True story. It's not supposed to be forever, especially if you're doing the right things. It's not supposed to be forever. However, for some people, it might be. And I'm not really sure how other people consult. I'm not even here to question how people work. My ancestors are spirit guides. Especially if you are chosen to do specific things. They don't stay forever. Once the assignment is completed, they go and rest. So that was my first encounter with ancestors and spirit guides, and I know I've shared a little bit more than I was supposed to, but hey, it's to motivate you guys, to show you that if I can do it, you guys can do it. Why are you waiting for someone else to come and tell you who you are and what you should do and where you must go? How, where, what, when? Alright guys, come on. I love you all. I'll see you on the next video. Love and light.